Welcome to today's news. The news headline: I will treat Obi, Atiku as compatriots, Tinubu says in inauguration speech. Once again, you're welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning into this channel. Please listen to the end. The news details. Nigeria's new president, Bola Tinubu, has extended the olive branch to his opponents during the 2023 presidential election, declaring that it would be fair to them. He specifically singled out his closest rivals, Peter Obi of the Labour Party, who came second in the election, and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who came second as his compatriots. Tinubu, who was sworn in at the Eagle Square, Abuja, on Monday, stated this as he was giving his inaugural speech as Nigeria's 16th president. He said, "My victory does not render me more Nigerian than the rest of you. It also does not render my opponent less patriotic than me. I will treat my opponents, Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, as important compatriots," the former Lagos State governor said. Previously on the February presidential election, the candidates were Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, and other political parties, but the forerunners at the election were these three political parties. That is the APC of Tinubu, Peter Obi of Labour Party, and Atiku of PDP. So Tinubu won the election with over 8 million votes, Atiku with 6 million and some numbers, then Peter Obi also with 6 million, which Tinubu came first, Atiku came second, and Peter Obi came third in the election. And since then, Peter Obi and Atiku has taken the issue to court because they've taken the issue to court because they said that Tinubu is not fit to be the president of Nigeria on different grounds. Atiku said that Atiku filed a case that Tinubu should be dismissed because Shettima had two nominations. Shettima is the vice president, and he had two nominations, which the first one was a senatorial position and the second one vice president. And because of that, it should be dismissed because you're not supposed to have more than one nomination if you are going for the seat of the presidency or vice president. So he was charged for that. Then Peter Obi also said that the election was not free and fair. They filed a case that the election was not free and fair, and that Inec was part of the rigging of the election because at some polling units their beavers started malfunctioning, and so people were not even able to vote very well, and ballot boxes were snatched too. So Peter Obi and Atiku filed a case about Tinubu that he should not be inaugurated as the president of Nigeria. Other people to filed case, but these two people were the one that their case was mostly accepted by the Presidential Election Tribunal Court. So although the case is still in the tribunal, but Tinubu has been inaugurated already. We are only waiting for the final outcome of the court, which we know is going to be mostly in favor of Tinubu. So Tinubu now is saying that he does not see them as enemy. He does not see he does not see his opponents, but mostly Peter Obi and Atiku as an enemy to him. That he has seen them as a compatriot because they also have their role they play in the country. That he's seeing them as a compatriot and not an enemy. He specifically singled out his closest rivals, amongst the other presidential candidates, which is Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku of the People Democratic Party, who came second, while Peter Obi came third. He said this in his inaugural speech that took place on Monday at the Eagle Square in Abuja. He said because he won does not mean that he's above all Nigerians or is more than Nigerians. He said his victory does not render him more than Nigerians or the rest of his opponents, which is Peter Obi and Atiku. That it does not render his opponents less patriotic than him, because the opponents are also patriotic, but because they contended against him does not mean that he he should just hate them like that. That they are all patriots, and he's just going to see them as not his opponent, but as a compatriot. He said he's going to treat his opponent Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar as important compatriots, because we can't say there might be a point in your administration that you might come across them, and if you take them as an enemy, you'll not be able to ask for their help, or you'll not be able to relate with them. So Tinubu is not seeing them as his enemies. He's not seeing them, and that's one of the feature that Buhari said about Tinubu before the during the dinner before the inauguration, that um Tinubu has some features, and one of it is that the ability to treat everybody with equity, and um he knows how to handle relationships with people. You can see that Buhari is actually right about this about Tinubu, because Tinubu has decided to make Peter Obi and Atiku his compatriots, and not less than that. Make them important compatriots, important in quotes. What's your view about this news? Please share your view in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share, and also click on the subscribe button to subscribe and the bell for more updates. Thank you for listening to the end.